In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And away we go from NRG Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start the drive with Achane. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Best run games in this league at bounds can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. That one's complete right side. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down on the play by T'Vondre Sweat.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way. Running back, sorry. We did not give you any chance.
So now here's 3rd and 5. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Biggest difference in the college NFL game, we know this, Kate, it's matchups. Like that college game, so much more space with the wide hash marks. Not so much in the NFL. You've got to cultivate one-on-ones, cultivate matchups. Using the receiver as a runner, that was a matchup successful for this offense.
Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of this shotgun, a give to Achane. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throw reeled in by Allen. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. Fullback trying to power it across. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. On is Katie York for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. On now is York to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for second down. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
And the Texans go in nickel coverage, third down. Here's a throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. It's enough for a first down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Jukes out a one-stop. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be first down, Miami. Now a give running right. He still has room inside the 30. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. He saw that running lane pretty early. You could tell. A quick burst got him to it, through it, and then into a foot race down the field.
And there's the challenge defensively with a group that has this much speed and athleticism. You're late for just a second. You lose your eyes for just a second, Kate, and he is gone once he touched the second level.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, first and 10.
Let's go.
First carry here for Braylon Allen. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll throw on first. Finds his man over the middle. And he's out of bounds after getting this to the opposing 45. They gain 14 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Handoff running left, A-Chain. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Back now, pressure on its way. Connection made to Dell. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short, so that's third and less than a yard.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Now it's a bootleg for him. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Texans take a second quarter lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Now he's York to kick this one away. He doesn't like what he sees, so a touchback. They're going to begin at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go. Now looking to throw. He's got this complete to James Cook. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he'll get it up to the 44. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
That is your old-school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Throwing now from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along your routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. The flag makes this 3rd down and 10.
Let's go. 19 right.
They'll throw it. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Well, one defender failed while his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Oh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? And it chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Tucker's kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Texans with a lot of work to do to get into scoring range. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught. Devon Achane. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line.
That defense, it'll give up that completion every time. They don't just like it, they love it. Because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle, or in this case, run him right out of bounds.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Dolphins football. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. First down, he takes the snap. Into the hands of Schultz. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. 2nd and 8. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Now it's Cook. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
79 Bronco. Here we go. Set.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He beams one deep right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
To the air, 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season. All right, defense did its job, forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT. Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Hits him on the out route. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. But these outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one's out to the sideline. He's got it inbounds. Nice toe drag there, but we do have a flag on the play. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Here we go. Trap 60.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
A 33-yard attempt.
Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on 1st down. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. Groupie sends it through. And 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points, and that's mission accomplished there.
Has this at the 6. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. Got to figure out this third down here. They're throwing it. Connects with Cook. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Here's a give to Cook. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They're now set for first and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, kid. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to third down and 3. Pass play coming here. Pass complete to Cook. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a James Cook touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Dolphins make it 17 all. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We've got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. The question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late? Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Short pass brought in. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. And that one is dropped. Such great work to get all by himself. But he can't haul in the gimme, and that deep shot is missed. Wow. The Texans set to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Dolphins will have some work to do as they take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. But don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. And give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
Now run by Cook. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And they pick it up. Still got a chance at a touchdown. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate. Will they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants?
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Going ground game again here. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Dolphins take a 3rd quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. To throw here on 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd and 10 now. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
That's caught for the 1st. And he moves the chains.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
finds his target, Allen. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Texans have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard.
17.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go, set.
Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
A give to Allen out of the shotgun. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
Got it. Ready? Set up.
He'll throw it. Achan reels it in. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Let's go.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long.
Set, go.
Setting up a throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Set, ready. Ready.
He's going to throw this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field. This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
From the 36. On target to Waddle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Hawk 70.
Here's a give up the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Jukes one defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Another carry for him. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short, so that's 3rd and less than a yard.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Back to the well again. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that. A guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
Now a give to Cook, running left. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Dolphins holding a 4-point lead. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Give now to the running back. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They give it to him again. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
Okay, you know me. I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Going to the ground again on 1st. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Final timeout called by the Texans, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll take it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins now lead by 10. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot. But on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Texans 20. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Here we go.
Now to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
Go.
Dolphins breaking out the victory formation here as he goes to a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Dolphins, your winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.